and welcome my fellow Homo sapiens. It's the Moonlight Nomad here. It's been a while since my last video. I've been pretty ill over the last couple of days, so if I still sound a bit blech, it's because I'm still a bit blech, but I apologise for this. So the release of Destiny 2 was over a week now, and we've all managed to get our hands on it and hopefully enjoyed the new things that came with it. Obviously there are a few things that I didn't like about the Destiny 2, but there are quite a lot of things I did like about it. So in this video today, I'm going to go through some of those things with you, and if you disagree with me or agree with me, please let me know in the comment section below. I'm also going to be giving out some Rockstar codes, so if you are interested in that, well, I'll talk about that a bit at the end of the video so that you can see how you can get your hands on some of this gear. If you're unsure on how to claim these codes and get the loot for the in-game, then please message me at the bottom and I will tell you how to do that. It took me a while to do it, but I eventually got the hang of it and knew what I was looking for. So we're going to start off today, and I'm going to be talking about the new exotics that I've received, especially my first 5 that I got. I'm going to go into a tiny bit of detail. I'm sure you've already seen videos on what some of these will do, but I'm going to show you what I got in my first 5. So to start with, we're going to show you the weapons. So here we have the Vigilance Wing. Now this is a pulse rifle and it does a 5-shot burst. It's awesome and it looks incredible. Now the perks on it are pretty cool too, because obviously it's got the 5 shots on it. Now this takes a bit of getting used to, I think, because obviously most pulse rifles only fire 3-shot bursts. Now when you've got a 5-shot burst, it's a little bit like weird to get used to. I don't know if it's just me, because I don't really use pulse rifles, to be honest, but I have been using them a lot more in Destiny 2 and I've had a lot of fun with them. Moving on from there, we've got another pulse rifle. This one's in your energy slot. It's called the Graviton Lance. Now this weapon is absolutely insane. Like, it's probably my favourite exotic weapon that I will use at the moment, aside from the Vigilance Wing. Basically because it just fires like a dream. It's so easy to get used to, and it basically explodes enemies. It doesn't matter if you hit them in the head or the body, it just explodes them anyway. But what I have noticed is if you shoot the heads, they kind of get pushed back and then they explode, so they act like a little bomb. But I don't feel there was a lot of area damage with the explosion. I think it's good on Taken, because obviously when you've got like the Thrall and the Scions, because they're quite clumped together, so like if they got a small group like that, I think it works pretty well. So I don't know if that's just me, but that's what I found using the gun, and I'm really enjoying it. It's such a great gun. I'm really happy that I've got it. Now on from there we have the Borealis. Now I'm not really a sniper kind of guy, but I have been using this because of the perk that's on it. And basically with last week's Nightfall, it had obviously the burn change, so it would go from arc to solar to void, and this would happen every 2 to 3 minutes. And what I found was that if you had this as your power weapon, you could change the element with the actual like time that it changes, if you get what I'm saying here. So like if you just hold down the square button, it actually changes the clip and it doesn't waste any of your ammo, so that's quite handy really. So you don't want to keep like reloading your weapon, and it's actually taking off all your power ammo, so that's quite handy. And obviously it is really powerful as well. I mean, like I said, I don't really use sniper rifles that often, to be honest, but I can see more people using this, especially in Nightfalls and maybe even raids where you can change the element on it. I don't know anything about the new raids, so we don't know who we're really fighting. I'm assuming it'll be the Red Legion. I was a bit disappointed actually that the main antagonist was obviously the Red Legion, but I felt that we didn't fight a lot of the Red Legion. I thought it was more, you know, the same 3 enemies that we had in the last game, which kind of disappointed me a little bit, because I was expecting to see more Red Legion. Obviously it's still a great game, and the ending was absolutely terrific. They did such a great job on the story, and I can't compliment them enough on it. They did a smashing job. So moving on from there, we're going to go to the armor sets now. So I've got the Insurmountable Skull Fort, I think it's called. I might have got this completely wrong, and I apologise for this. I've got that one, but that wasn't obviously one of my top 5 that I got first. So we're going to go to the Mask of the Quiet One. Now this mask is absolutely incredible, especially when you've got the Sentinel class on. Now a lot of the exotics are subclass based, so they work obviously better when you've got the subclass equipped, which is pretty cool to be fair, and it's easy to use. So the perk on the mask is that basically if you take damage, it basically recharges all of your abilities. So that's your barricade, your grenade, your melee, and obviously your supers. It's like almost encouraging you to be that bullet sponge, so that you're able to use your supers and your abilities a lot faster. So all my exotics you'll see are obviously Titan based, because Titan is my #1 class, and I will always use that one first. I have got a Warlock, it's at level 12 or 13 or something crazy like that. So I've done a little bit with it, I've not really played much of it, and I've not even started a Hunter yet, so I'm going to try and level each character up first, so that I can, when the raid actually drops today, I think it is, well it will be by the time the video comes out anyway, I'll have 3 characters ready for it, and so if anyone wants to do the raid, and they need a Titan or a Warlock or a Hunter, I'm already there ready to go. So I'm going to move swiftly on to my final exotic that I got, and it's called the Lion Rampant. Now these boots look incredible, and basically what it does is it provides a longer maneuverability boost. So you basically have similar to what a Warlock does with its drift, and that's really cool and really handy, especially if there's going to be jumping puzzles, especially in the new raid. I guarantee that will be at least 1 or maybe even 2 new jumping puzzles, and that's going to be awesome for that. And they just look incredible as well. I mean, I don't know whether they've gone for the more Marvel-based kind of Guardians here, but you've got obviously you've got the Captain America Titan, because that's basically what it is, and now you've got the Iron Man boots, because they look incredible, especially like if you've got a sword equipped or something, you can see like it kind of like boosting rockets from your boots, and it's just incredible. Like some of the new exotics they've done for Destiny 2 are insanely looking. Like I don't know if they're actually like really useful, but they do look incredible. So 9 out of 10 for the looks at least. On practicality, I don't know. I've not had all the exotics yet, so you know we'll see from there. Now I did the Nightfall last week twice, I think, and no, 3 times, sorry, and I failed 1. And what I found out that it doesn't matter if all 3 of your members die in your fire team. It basically doesn't stop you, and it doesn't take you back to a checkpoint while taking time off. Basically, it'll just punish you by leaving you for, I think it's like 20 seconds. And so it will keep counting down the clock. So it's kind of punishing you in that way rather than taking you back to the checkpoint. Obviously, I did this with a couple of friends on PS4. So big shout out to Nightfall and Jinx Electrics for helping me out with that. Obviously, I did record a piece where we did all 3 die, but I kind of lost it because I was an idiot and didn't set up my video to film long enough. So that's kind of my balls up. I'm sorry about that, but I'm sure you will have already noticed with this anyway if you've done the Nightfall. If you haven't, then this is something to look out for. I haven't tried the Prestige one yet. I'm going to wait until I've got my Titan a bit higher to try that challenge. But some of the like auras that you can get for it as well, pretty cool. So it's like Destiny 1, you know, like when you used to do the Nightfall and you get that blue shit flying above your head. It's kind of similar to that, but a bit more detailed. I don't know if there's going to be different ones, but it's still pretty cool that you get that. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about what I didn't like about Destiny 2. These are only little things that I'm sure they will fix, and with the new DLCs they'll bring a ton more story in. So we're going to start off with the leveling system. Now I found it very easy and very quickly to level up. Now someone did point out to me that they've kind of had to struggle with basing it around obviously people who can only play like 2-3 hours maybe a week or a day. and against the people who were solidly on it for like 7 to 10 hours maybe a day. And obviously with the people who can't play it as often, I think it's perfect grind material for them. But obviously when you're got a lot of time on your hands, like say like myself and other YouTubers have covered Destiny already, I found it very quick to level up. I mean, I think I was level 20 within a good, probably, I'll say around about 15 hours. I got up to level 20 and already like 300, no, not 300, sorry, 200 light level. And it just kind of, I don't know, I just felt like I'd either rushed it a bit too much or I hadn't explored everything fully. And it disappointed me a little bit with that. Another disappointment was that we didn't have our factions. Now obviously this is not a major thing, it's not a big issue. I just thought it would be better if we had sort of like, like the Future War called Dead Orbit and New Monarchy. I nearly forgot what it bloody was then. Now I wonder where Vice will be. Now we already know that this is a new faction coming, and we've already had some weapons made by this company. I don't know whether it's just a weapons company though, like with Omalon and Haki. Is it Haki? I don't know how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm doing it. Like, I don't know if that would be another faction, because that'd be quite cool if you had some sort of like green, grey sort of gear from them. But I might just be blowing it out of the water and misread something somewhere. But this is just me. I do that sometimes. But anyway, yeah. So I was a bit disappointed we didn't get our factions, because I was looking forward to signing up with New Monarchy, which is the faction I had in Destiny 1, and I really like the armor sets for that. So I was hoping for some sort of like New Monarchy where we can do the same thing in this one, but unfortunately we got to wait another few more weeks for that to drop. Now lastly, the one thing that I was really looking forward to, and the one thing that I was possibly disappointed with the most, and it's got to be the Lost Sectors. Now we already knew that these were like dungeon levels where you had to go fight a big boss and you get loot at the end. Now I don't know if it's just me or whether other people have been having the same problem, but I felt that they were too easy, and I felt the loot was not worth it at all. I mean, I did them just for mainly getting the trophies and stuff, and when I was a little level, it really helped then. But now I don't know. Now more of a bigger level. I just feel it's a bit redundant now, and I hope that like they sort of fix it to make it a bit more of a challenge and make the rewards a bit more dynamic and better. I don't know. It's like I said. This is just my opinion. Everyone has their own. Everyone's entitled to their own. No one has to voice it, obviously, but I've chosen to. So I appreciate you listening to me, and I know I've rambled a little bit in this video, and I apologise. But that's what I do. I ramble, okay? I like to have an opinion, and I want people to know what it is. I know it's been a while since you've heard my voice, and this video is going on for a while now. So, as I discussed at the beginning of the video, I am giving some Rockstar codes away. Now, if you want to claim these, you can either follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And I just need you to follow me and give me a message saying what you loved about Destiny 2 and what you didn't like about Destiny 2. And then, obviously, the first 5 people will get a code. Now, I've only got 5 to give away, I'm afraid, so you will have to be quite quick with this. And I really appreciate the support you've given me over the last few days and weeks, especially on my last couple of videos, especially my trailer video. It's had 250 views. Now, this may not seem a lot to a lot of people, but to me, this is a real achievement, and I can't thank everyone enough. So our continued support is really appreciated, and I mean every single thing I say. So I really want to say thank you. Thanks again for watching. If you want to go ahead and give this video a cheeky little like, I will greatly appreciate it. And obviously subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will be doing more videos. Unfortunately, this is probably going to be my last video for a couple of weeks because I go away on holiday next week for like 10 nights, so I'm not taking anything with me. I'm just going to have some time with me and my fiance. So I will be coming back to doing videos after that, and I appreciate your patience, and I'm sorry that it's going to have to be like this, but I just need a break. I've been working really hard over the last few months, and I just need this for me. But please stick around, because I will be back. This is not a goodbye. So thank you for your support. Take care, fellow Destiny Seekers.